fearless essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lift. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, it's the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you, false friends.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me knew my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that they gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. And I wanna you know what's up. You know what's up. You don't pretend. We don't be gang.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Pollard going to try the right side, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the 20. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Garrett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Pollard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Golden Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not. He's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down carry by Elliott. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 44 yards. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he fins him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going for it with the option right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Colts are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And it looks like this one won't work. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down at a 2-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts get a bit closer. Jackson to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run right on the option. As strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one looks like he'll throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth. And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done. Still have hope. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the third.